you want to witness up on the stand first?
Oh, yes. So, Ms. Boyd, if you come back and sit in the, at the witness stand. You may.
We're ready, Judge. You may be seated.
A few more questions for you, Mr. Boyd. I'm going to show you some still images from the surveillance footage that we watched to see if you identified any of the items. I'm going to show you People's Exhibit 38. First off, we only see a half of a body. Do you recognize that person?
It appears to be Dale.
Okay, and that was based on also watching the surveillance footage?
Yes.
All right, and what does it appear he's carrying?
He has grinding discs and a corded grinder.
I'm going to show you People's Exhibit 43. We saw it in the video, the surveillance footage. This is going to be approximately 1:15 p.m. Did you see the item that was taken from that surveillance?
From the back wall there,
Yes.
that would be a chain.
Okay. I'm going to show you People's Exhibit 44. This is at 3:12 p.m. This is the new shop, correct?
Yes.
All right, and I'm just going to zoom in here to, you see this big green
Toolbox. yes.
toolbox? Okay, what is directly to the left of that?
That would be a welder.
And is that because, what do you recognize in there?
So you can see the stinger or the lead that's on the front of it. You can see the color and the shielding gas bottle on the back of it.
I'm going to show you People's Exhibit 50 that I asked you in the surveillance footage if you recognize that item. Here's a still image of that. First, do you recognize the bottom half of that body?
Yes.
And who is that?
That is Dale.
Okay. Now can you tell what that item is in his hand?
It appears that he has grinding or cutting discs of some kind in his hand.
I'm going to take you back to Exhibit 56. Again, this is the new shop. 6:43 p.m. on the 25th. I'm going to zoom into the green toolbox. I'm calling that a toolbox. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
Okay. And the item that you described as a welder that was sitting to the left of the toolbox, is that item there any longer?
It is not next to the toolbox, it's sitting in front of the toolbox, and you're viewing the side of it instead of the front of it.
All right, and is that the item that you identified as being in the
Yes.
front of the JCB? Okay. And we see the back of somebody walking away. Do you
Yes.
recognize that person?
It appears to be Dale.
During the course of your employment for the Warners, did Dale ever have to write you any notes or leave you any instructions or do anything that you had to read his handwriting?
From time to time, in the fall, we would take grain tickets. Also, if he happened to be the one that scaled out an anhydrous tank, either for himself or the farm, we would still weigh it and keep track of it. So yes, I've seen his handwriting. Yes.
Okay, and I showed you certain exhibits that were certain handwriting examples, correct?
Yes.
I don't want to say examples, certain notebook pages or loose leaf papers, is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, and those were items that were taken from the farm in October of 2021. And did you observe, well, let me approach the witness, Your Honor. I've got exhibits 179 through 190, and they have it situated to something, so but I'm not sure. Okay. Can you just look through those and don't tell me what they are? For the record, Your Honor, Mr. Boyd has People's Exhibits 179 through 190 that he's reviewing. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, and those items were some lined papers with writing on them and some loose leaf blank papers with writing on them. Is that accurate?
That is accurate.
And some of them appear to be screenshots of map locations. Is that also accurate?
That is correct.
And there was handwriting on those documents. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did you recognize the handwriting?
Yes, it appears to, yes.
And whose handwriting is that?
That appears to be Mr. Warner's.
Okay. I'm going to also hand you People's Exhibits 191, 192, and 193, and have you look at them. I'm going to stop you real quick, Mr. Boyd. 191
Just that one?
have you had the opportunity to look at that before?
Yes.
Okay, describe the front page for me. What is that?
Notebooks.
Okay, and what type of notebook? What color is it?
The top one is black.
All right, and then when you flip through the pages, do the contents have handwriting in them?
Yes.
Okay, and are you familiar with that handwriting?
Yes.
And whose handwriting is that?
It appears to be Dale's.
Okay. 192, can you tell me what the front page of that item is?
It's a black notebook.
Okay, a different black notebook than the first one?
It appears, yes. Yes, it appears to be a different black notebook.
All right, and can you kind of flip through the pages on that one? And you've looked at that before?
Yes.
And do you recognize that handwriting?
Yes.
And whose handwriting is that?
It's Dale's.
I'm going to have you look at Exhibit 193. And what's the front of that look like?
It's a notebook,
Okay, color?
pink.
Okay, can I have you flip through that? And you looked at that previously?
Yes,
And do you recognize the writing?
yes.
And whose handwriting is that?
It appears to be Dale's.
I have no additional questions for Mr. Boyd at this time.
Okay, it is close to noon, so we are going to be breaking for lunch. We'll resume at 1:30 p.m. again. Before you go, I will just remind you that during the trial, don't read, listen to, or watch any news reports about the case. Under the law, the evidence you consider to decide the case must meet certain standards. For example, witnesses must swear to tell the truth, and lawyers must be able to cross-examine them. Because news reports do not have to meet these standards, they could give you incorrect or misleading information that might unfairly favor one side. So to be fair to both sides, you must follow this instruction. Thank you, and we'll see you at 1:30.